Friends, have you ever felt like you're just drifting through life, with days blurring into one another? It's a feeling many of us know. Today I want to share a story that completely changed my perspective on this, a story about the true value of time. Once upon a time, in a quiet little village, lived a man who was deeply worried about his son. The boy wasn't a bad kid, but he was incredibly lazy and careless. He never lifted a finger to help around the house, never worked in the fields with his father. Instead, he would just wander through the village all day, doing absolutely nothing productive. His father's heart ached seeing his son waste his youth. The father knew that scolding or lectures wouldn't work. He needed to teach his son a lesson that would stick with him forever. So one sunny morning, he called his son over. With a gentle voice he said, "Son, there's an old watch inside the cupboard. Could you please bring it to me?" The boy, curious about this unusual request, opened the cupboard, found the watch, and handed it to his father. The father took it, examining its worn face and intricate hands with a thoughtful expression. "Now," he said, "I want you to do something for me. Take this watch to the market. Show it to people and ask them how much they think it's worth." The boy, though a bit confused, agreed. He headed to the bustling market, a place filled with merchants, farmers, and shoppers. He approached a cloth seller and held out the watch. "Sir, how much do you think this is worth?" The man squinted at it and said, Maybe 500 rupees. Next, he asked a vegetable vendor. "Looks old, but maybe 1,000 rupees to the right person," she offered. He went from stall to stall. One person said 800, another scoffed and said it was worth nothing. No two people gave him the same answer. Completely bewildered, the boy returned home. "Father," he said, shaking his head, "it's strange." The father simply smiled. It was the exact response he had expected. "All right," he said calmly. "Put the watch back in the cupboard for now." The next day, the father called his son again. "Son, bring me the same watch," he instructed. The boy fetched it, wondering what his father was up to this time. The father handed it back to him and said, "Go to the market again. But this time, I want you to ask a different question. Don't ask about the price of the watch itself. Instead, ask about the price of the time inside this watch." The boy was utterly puzzled. The time inside the watch? What did that even mean? It sounded like a riddle. But he respected his father and decided to obey. He went back to the same market, feeling a little foolish. He approached the first person he saw and asked, "Excuse me, how much is the time inside this watch worth?" The person stared at him as if he were crazy and walked away laughing. He tried again with a group of women chatting by a well. They just giggled and told him not to be silly. Some people got annoyed, others scolded him, telling him to stop wasting their time with foolish questions. Feeling embarrassed and disheartened, the boy was about to give up and go home. As he walked toward the market's edge, he noticed a small, dusty shop where a very old man with kind eyes sat, meticulously repairing watches. The boy hesitated for a moment, then decided to try one last time. He walked in and quietly asked the old watchmaker, "Sir, can you tell me, how much is the time inside this watch worth?" The old man stopped his work. He didn't laugh or scold. He looked up from his tiny gears and springs, and a gentle, knowing smile spread across his face. He understood the question. "Son," he said softly, his voice raspy with age, "you cannot put a price on time. You could offer me all the money in the world, millions and millions of rupees, but you could not buy back even a single second of your life that has already passed. That is why you must use your time wisely." The old man continued, seeing the boy was listening intently. "Time has one bad thing and one good thing about it. The bad thing is, it passes and it never stops. But the good thing is, you are the one who gets to choose how to spend it. Every single person in this world, whether they are a king in a palace or a beggar on the street, has the exact same 24 hours in a day. The only difference between them is how they use those hours. The boy's eyes widened. It was like a light had been switched on in his mind. The old man's words hit him with the force of a revelation. All the confusion, the strange looks, his father's bizarre requests, it all made sense now. The watch itself had a value that people could debate, but the time it measured was beyond any price. He thanked the old man profusely and ran home, his heart pounding with a newfound excitement. He burst through the door, eager to tell his father what he had learned. The father was waiting, and as he listened to his son's story, a proud smile lit up his face. He placed a warm hand on his son's shoulder, a gesture of deep love and approval. From that day forward, the boy's life was transformed. He was no longer the lazy, aimless wanderer. He woke up with purpose. He worked hard in the fields, he helped his mother around the house, and he spent his evenings learning new skills. He understood that every single moment was a precious gift, not to be wasted. He had learned the priceless value of time. This story isn't just about a boy in a village. It's about all of us. Time is free for everyone, but it is truly priceless. You can't buy it, you can't save it up for later, and once it's gone forever. So, how are you using your time? Are you investing it in things that matter, or are you letting it slip away? Think about it. Every second, every minute, every hour is an opportunity. An opportunity to learn, to grow, to love, to create, to make a difference. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Take the moment you have and make it perfect. Use your time wisely, my friends. Every second matters. Thank you so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content that I hope will inspire you. I'll see you in the next video.